Good morning and welcome to the Bud Show. Here we go. Just want to welcome everybody and Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah, happy every holiday that you celebrate. And thank God for Jesus and God the Father that's in our lives. There's so many great things that are going on. Finally Christmas has all been taken care of. We had our presents, we had our dinners, we had folks over and the children, and everything is great. God is so great that we do not even recognize it sometimes. I want to tell you something today that the Lord has put onto me that is going to probably sound a little weird, or maybe not weird, and I'm just going to come out and say it. God is trying to get in touch with you. He speaks to you, but you do not hear him because your ears are clogged with the world. Your eyes see nothing but the world and the problems. Your mouth speaks the world. Your heart is starting to harden. Now, if you don't understand what I just said to you, then obviously you don't hear what the Lord's saying to you. There's a lot of things going on in this world. I understand that there's a lot of problems, and we have personal problems. We have social media. We have all the news and the depression and destruction and corruption and garbage and garbage and garbage and garbage and garbage all the time. All the time. And I see the Lord's coming through, so I better hurry up. We need to understand what the Lord Jesus is about to do for us, or is in the process of doing it for us. He is going to change each of us. Let me repeat that so you understand it. Jesus is going to change each of us, whether we like it or not. In the dream that I saw, he came to me and said, look, things are changing right now. You all believe that the end times are now and everything's going to happen right now. And as I've said in the Bible, and I will say to you again, you will not know the time or the day or the moment that I will come. So stop worrying about it and start living your life and start worshiping God and not the world. I made a video of this probably a couple of weeks ago of this very similar premise, but obviously no one really saw it. That's kind of disturbing to me because I am well known in the Facebook community because, they don't like me. They don't like what I say. I don't care. It just reminds me of what Jesus went through with the Pharisees and all the non-sayers, even when he performed all the miracles and signs and everything that he did in front of all these people, that they still denied him. Same thing today. Even though Jesus is not physically here on this earth and shows us these things, we still deny him. Do you think that's the way to live your life, is deny God? Deny Jesus for what he did for us? No, that's not. It frustrates me in a spiritual and a physical way that these things are happening. Give me a second. We put ourselves in front of everybody else, that I am more important than anybody else. That is our motto in our mind and in our physical and spiritual body. I am more important than everyone else, so I should deserve the things that I should have in my life. Do you really think that way? Do you really think that you're more important than the world, than anything else? That you're more important than God, and God is second or third or last in your life? Because obviously that's what it looks like. He sees that. He hears you. He knows what you're thinking and what you're doing. Because you're given a path in life. And once you go off that path and do your own thing, you go right back into darkness, where evil and corruption and the hatred in the world and the greed and every sin that is known to man is there waiting for you. Evil guides you away from God. Let me say that again so you understand it. Evil pulls you away from God. But I don't know how that could be true if you're a child of God and your spirit belongs to God. How that can happen. But folks, it does. It does happen every single day. It's happened to me. It's happened to my friends, my family, maybe my mother and father. I don't know, because I didn't really recognize those things back when I was a child. But we are on a collision course with destruction of our souls. We worry about what's going to happen to me, what's going on with the world. Is the world going to destroy me? Is this going to destroy? Is religion real? Is God real? Is life real? Stop thinking about the stupidest things in the world, because somebody wants to pull you away from reality and put you in a box. Our families are being torn apart because they know that when the family gets together and teaches each other about life, real life, not what's made up by some radical group that's come in and infiltrated this country. And believe me, there are many. And some of them are in the churches. You have to be aware of this. But we still go around and do the same thing over and over and over. And if the family unit, and that's your brothers, your sisters, your mom, your dad, your brother, and even your friends, we're all ripped apart, then you're easy prey. And you become unknowledgeable about life and what is family? What is the true meaning of family? And all these things that we don't even realize are going on in this world. We just say, no big deal. No big deal. It is a big deal. Do you think that you were put on this earth just to live and hang out and do whatever you want? No. We all have a purpose in life. As I said before in other tapings that I've done, videos, life is like stairs. You have to take one step at a time to get where you're supposed to be in life. You can't just take the escalator and then, because you miss everything in life. If you think that you can do without your family, and you could do without your brothers and sisters, and your mother and father and aunts and uncles and ancestors, then you are definitely been told the wrong things. Your friends on the street or someplace else, or people that you just suddenly realized that started to talk to you, tell you the lies. And I've said this many times. God is truth. Man speaks lies. And we know that for a fact because when we see the news, and we see different TV shows that are coming in and propaganding you into listening to their garbage and their woke and all the other weird things that they're doing, saying that, oh no, you're not a man, you're a woman now. Where's your common sense? And don't tell me, oh, you're homophobic. I don't want to hear that garbage. Because that is the weakest lie that anyone or any group can tell you. If you stick to who you are when you were born, when you were in your family, and when you got married or didn't get married, or in your life as an adult, you don't change from that day that you were started. You don't change between that time. You don't. You never change. But we have gotten used to becoming, what is society? I want to be a part of society. Do you really want to be a part of society that is crooked, steals, kills, sins, greed, hate, anger, tells lies and cheats and does all kinds of things against you and me every day? The way out is God. We just have to focus on God. And he focuses on us. And he takes care of us. He told us in the Bible, and he told us in visions and dreams the same thing over and over again. If you pray to me, I will give you what you need. Not what you want, what you need. God knows what we need. We're down here with all the delusions of life and everything going on, and we're too hung up on, oh, I got to have that car, I got to have this house, I got to have this, I got to have that, I got to have money, I got to have drugs, I got to have this, I got to have 7 girlfriends and 15 boyfriends, I got to have all these things. It's not worth your salvation to sin and become evil and corrupt. And I'm going to tell you something, and this is a personal thing for me to say out loud. I feel very sorry and saddened for our government. Because those people that went there one day with a dream to go in there and change the world and change America and help people have been corrupted. And most likely will be going to hell. It is very unfortunate that we see this with our own eyes and we mock them. And I've done that myself. Every time I see the news, my mouth goes off about mocking these people and saying, you're evil. You're not going to survive life and other things. But we are supposed to love our neighbors and our enemies as ourselves. But we don't do that because we're too hung up on the world. What's going on in the world? This is the world, folks. Do you still see me? I'm here somewhere. I'm just like God. I don't need you right now. I'll call you when I need you. Really? Our time is running out. And I'm not saying the end of the earth, or the end times or anything is coming like that, or rapture or anything like that. I don't know when it's coming. Nobody knows. But we have to prepare ourselves, our mind, and our soul for that possibility of that day coming. And God is going to sort us out, as he would say, from the sheep, from the goats. And if you're not a sheep, if you're a goat, you're not going to heaven. You're either going to be staying on this earth or you're going into hell. So my word of advice to you is open the book of the Bible or listen to it audibly. You can listen to it on the internet. There's all kinds of readings about the Bible and different things that might help you. There's also a program called the Bible Project, which has little cartoons and explains every different thing in the Bible so that you understand it. It's a very good way to do it too. But we need to know God. We need to be more in tune to God and more in tune with heaven. People say, oh, that doesn't exist. That's a bunch of lies. Those are the ones that deny God to begin with. And they want you to be deny God also. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't take a couple of minutes of your day to get on your knees or get on your face to pray. Yes, we have a lot of things going on in our life, but it only takes a couple of minutes to speak to God and let God speak to you and become closer and closer and closer to God. I've even heard stories, and sometimes I mock them, when people say that I've actually seen Jesus. Jesus comes to me in a physical form and speaks to me and tells me things. Now, at first I laughed. I go, that's not possible. That's not. But one day when I was really sick and in a lot of pain, I saw Jesus' face standing right in front of me. I immediately fell to the floor and cried. So, don't tell me that there is no God, there is no Jesus, there is no religion, because there is. Our lives have been blocked. This world has blocked our minds by all the activity that's going on. We need to come back to God. Jesus is always there waiting for it. Jesus never left us. He never forsake us. He told us that. He would never, I will never forsake you, ever. I am always with you. Always. Every time I see that sun shining on me, I know that's God. And it doesn't matter. I'm sitting here and there's a bunch of trees right here and it's coming right through. And if you've seen other videos that I've had, the one day it totally wiped out the front of the screen and you couldn't, it was like little crystals. It was beautiful. That's God's love. God is with you every single day. Now wake up. As I said, his time is running out. Jesus physically told me this. He showed me something. I can't tell you what it was because I can't remember it. Because when he gives you a dream that he doesn't want you to remember right away and tell anybody, because I have a big mouth about that, it'll come. I'll remember it when something triggers it for me to remember it. Folks, I'm going to leave you right here today. I know it's been a little while. In a week, it's going to be a new year, a new time. And we need to become more a spiritual movement in our lives. We need to join up with the church, join up with a church that speaks about Jesus and not just reads the Bible to you and says, give me some money and have a great day. Because a lot of churches do that. It annoys me that a church will not teach you the truth about Jesus. How he wants you to be intimate with him. He wants you to come closer to him. And you to come closer to him, and he'll come closer to you. It's very simple, folks. There's no money. There's no fame in it. But our reward is eternal life in heaven with all our friends, our family, animals, and the beauty of God and everything there. And we will live in peace forever. Unlike this, excuse my word, hell that we are living in here now. I want to thank you for your time and effort to listen to me this morning. And I just hope 2023 is not going to be as disastrous as what I've seen. But if it is, you know what to do. Get on your knees, get on your face and pray. And God will protect you and give you what you need. I'm Bud Hohola, and I thank you for your time. And remember, when we're out and about, always look around and see what's going on around you, because there are people out there that want to get you. So be careful. May God bless you. May God bless America. And let's move forward in life spiritually and physically and help others and make a difference in everybody's life. God bless you. Take care.